Mike, Julia, we are live. Good morning.
Live from the secret stash.
What's up, folks? How we doing out there? I know how you guys are, because I mean, let's be honest. If I'm kind of being disingenuous if I say, "Hey, Christian, how you doing today?" Because we've been talking for about 40 minutes before this.
Yeah, it's not.
And
late.
Jules, I mean, you drove into work with me, so it's not like I don't know how your morning's going. So folks, how are you doing out there? Let us know in the comments, and we might just shout you out.
Might, probably will.
Yeah,
Welcome to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. I am Christian Cortez, joined always by
Michael Zapsik, and to my right, the beautiful
Julia Zapsik.
There we go.
How awesome is that?
So, hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, you know what?
It's 12 at noon. Okay, leave me alone.
It's 12 and noon.
It's 12 to it's
All right,
12 at noon.
That's right. Right.
How's it going, Christian? It is going well. We are. It's Clerks 3 day.
It is.
It's huge. The official poster dropped when it was.
Well, they've been dropping posters for
they're dropping a bunch of posters,
Yeah,
but I mean.
This one was my personal favorite.
I like this one. This one is very cool. I'm a big dumpster fire kind of guy.
Yeah,
and,
right?
Yeah, well,
This is fine.
That pretty much.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
So there's. Oh, really? So that's how it's going to be, Christian. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here going, I better make sure mine's off too. This way I can make fun of you for doing that. So Clerks 3 trailer drops today.
Yeah, in about 2 hours, our time, East Coast time. And
So
I mean, it's still 2 hours West Coast time too, except it'll be 9 o'clock on the West Coast.
9 a.m. West
yeah.
Coast. 9 a.m. to noon. 9 to noon. You like
yeah,
that?
I jumped the gun this morning. I was all hot to trot. We have our sign out, celebrate, Clerks 3, and I had a tweet up for about 30 seconds, and then I went to click because unless I get distracted, I like to check all my links, make sure they work, and course correct quickly. So I clicked the link, and I was like, "Oh crap, that's right. It's not going to be launching until the Clerks tour website, and not going to be launching until they drop the trailer."
Yeah,
true.
So,
but if you are a part of that Kevin Smith Club, you actually get you do get early access to get some early tickets and stuff.
The benefits of membership, man.
So
that's right.
If you want them early tickets, even now,
yeah,
you could go sign up.
I would sign up just to get my early. Well, I would, but if I was a cheap bastard and I just wanted to get like tickets, but. Kevin also does his wake and bake. And I mean, the man's fucking hilarious in his bathrobe, smoking a doobie. It's great. So
it's the ideal morning.
It is.
It would be the ideal morning.
Yeah. If there was no coffee in my life, I think I would do the same thing.
So someone actually just pointed out the Clerks poster I saw is Mike Zapsik on the roof playing hockey versus Ming Chen.
That would be actually I'm on the same team as Ming Chen, unfortunately, but it's sorry, Ming. I had to throw that out there. No, it's got 2 comic book men on one side and 2 comic book men on the other. Mm-hmm. So
they've done a nice job. We were just saying that Lionsgate obviously is excited.
It
seems like their team has done a nice job helping with promotions and everything. So it's helping to amp up our excitement. Although, not for nothing, but we've been getting questions probably from January 1st. When is Clerks 3 coming out? When is Clerks 3 coming out? Do we have a date for? So I think that people are super, super excited. This is a good day.
Actually, we've been getting them since last September when Kevin wrapped. Yeah. So Kevin wrapped his movie.
So when's the movie out?
Yeah, when's the movie
week?
out? Yeah, you got it. That's exactly it, Christian. This is the 100%. It's the McDonald's generation. It's you finish instant gratification. So you finished your movie. Where is it? Motherfucker, come on. Let me do a little editing.
We gotta wait. We gotta do some editing.
Let Kevin do his editing thing, and we saw a rough cut of it, and amazing. It's everything I ever wanted in a movie. Yeah. Kevin is he's grown so much as a filmmaker, in my estimation, and just as a storyteller.
Yeah.
And make no mistake about it, Kevin was always a great storyteller. And as much as he, gives himself shit for, not using all the camera angles that he should and using steady cam shots and whatever, not doing the, being the Scorsese. Who wants to?
Those are now timeless. and it shows.
Yeah.
Well, there you are. I
Yeah.
couldn't have said it better than that. I
That's
mean,
true.
he tells a cogent story, and he punches you in the stomach while he's telling it.
Yes, he
so, and
Yeah,
it's
you can definitely see his passion for the characters and his passion over the years from the very first time he introduced us to Dante and Randall and the Quick Stop till now.
And I know, and we were joking about like, oh, the movie was just wrapped. Let's give him some time to edit. The man edits while he shoots.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
He's a monster.
Well,
There's
it's
a lot of thing on the fly.
yeah, but it's not like, but he is. It is so funny because he continues to fine tune, and it's just the way that the man's mind works. He wants it to be the way he wants it to be, and
I will say one thing.
Michael Murdoch, thank you so much. Just one thing.
Oh, sure.
Let Kevin be Kevin. Exactly. Mic
Boom.
drop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
right.
didn't.
I'm not
wanna
actually
say-
going to drop the mic.
I didn't want to say boom, but you know.
Well,
I'm glad you
I
did.
was going to mention because you mentioned being able to see a rough cut a little while ago, and
Mhm.
we actually brought our boys, and I think I've shared this with some folks who've come into the store. So our boys are 19 and 16, and they obviously have grown up, you know, in and around the View Askew universe. They're familiar with Kevin's work, but you know, but they're younger. I mean, they weren't there when Clerks debuted, right?
Yeah, no.
So
Thank God.
and they- yeah,
I
that's
wasn't
right.
there either, but I've heard
Yeah.
it was great.
It was.
So, but they walked out of it, and I'm like, so what did you think? First of all, they loved the movie, and then my older son said to me, he goes, you know what? He goes, one of the best things about this movie is if you're a Clerks fan and you follow like all of Kevin's work religiously, you're spotting all those Easter eggs, and you're getting a lot of joy out of all the inside jokes and everything. He says, but even if you've never seen a Kevin Smith film, he says anyone could walk in and fall in love with this film, and then fall in love with the View Askew universe, and then go back and rewatch all the
Yeah.
stuff to like figure out like how all this comes together. So, and you know, my older son's very kind of chill and insightful, but he's like, yeah, a whole new generation of people my age who may never have been exposed yet to Kevin Smith are going to become View Askew universe Jay and Silent Bob fans because of this film. So I love that.
Yes.
I think that's awesome.
That is dope.
Hmm.
I agree with the sentiment. I really do. I think that it's also telling that when you make a movie that has so many Easter eggs, but that's still like, it's not the main point. Like some movies will have like Easter eggs, so many of it that it becomes like just Easter eggs in the movie where it's like, oh, remember this, but that's not the case.
No.
And it stands. So you guys are in for a treat. That's
Well,
all I can say.
I'm going to challenge anybody out there. Tell me a film universe and go to town. Go to town on any film universe that you can think of. Star Wars, any of them.
Flash Gordon.
Kevin started I think he is one of the first propagators of the Easter egg in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So he is one of those people who refers back to itself.
I think it's also him and Robert Rodriguez. His first couple of movies.
Okay.
They're all interconnected too. I think for me at least, that's just because I'm a big film geek. So I loved when the first time round I'd watched all the View Askew movies. I was like, oh my god, wait, that's connected. Shit, it's all connected, even across different studios, which is really interesting
Right.
because
Yeah.
like that's not
Yeah.
typically common.
no.
That's very kind of hard to pull off,
Yeah.
especially if you don't quote unquote own the characters.
Right.
So,
One of the first people that I'd ever seen do it in like literature. There was, and I'm talking contemporary literature for me at least. It was David Morrell and then Stephen King, because everything sort of interconnected, and there was like a Stephen King concordance. But David Morrell is the guy who created First Blood,
Mhm.
Rambo.
Oh.
And he did Brotherhood of the Rose, and it was really great book, Brotherhood of the Rose.
Mm.
It was about two orphans who were adopted by this guy, and he was grooming them to be CIA operatives. And it was amazing the way that this guy manipulated these kids. And not to spoil anything, but they weren't the only ones that he did that too.
There were always,
There were, he always had
reserve crew,
but he had
but they didn't know about each
but
other.
he had pairs,
Yeah.
and it was like, wow, this is insane. And then he did something called the Fraternity of the Stone,
Mm-hmm.
which also like pulled it back a little bit more, and then he crossed those two characters over into the League of Night and Fog, which was really cool. I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing, because it was one book led to another. Actually, one book, and then there was a book that was sort of parallel to it, and then one that combined the two of the characters. And I was like, holy crap.
You like your stories.
I like my continuity.
Like
I am a comic book nerd. So this is what I like.
That's true. And and you think that people, I mean, I've seen some people being super excited because I guess we're going to get the full scope of the tour dates coming up.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
be
we will
soon as well. And so,
Kevin Smith, the Kevin Smith Club gets the tour dates first, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Now, why aren't you out there joining up with the Kevin Smith Club?
They get
do a
first.
do it after our show's over. Right?
Don't leave, folks.
Yes, exactly. Hang
Wait till the end.
Yeah, come on, man. Just give it to me.
It's a short show today.
Yeah, come on. It's only going to be like a half an hour, for God's sake.
That's cool, because I know people were super excited. They loved, they loved that intimate sort of personal
hell
experience.
yeah.
The roadshow.
The roadshow
First time round was a brilliant idea.
Absolutely.
And it was kind of one of like the last major film related events before the world shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked how that format was brought back too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I urge people to get these tickets, because
just a super shout out to every single person who has been involved, from Kevin's brain, onto the big screen, because it takes
shout out to your brain, Kevin.
Yeah, it takes all of the View Askew universe folks.
Yeah. To the PAs, to the stars,
to
oh my
this
God,
whole thing together.
Too many people to thank.
Yeah, exactly, to bring on the road. So it's a huge endeavor. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And
yeah, don't be a Ben Affleck and forget to thank Kevin's brain.
No, that's the first thing I thanked was his big brain.
Smart.
There's one other thing that's accompanying Clerks 3 that I'm almost just as excited for, and it's Dr. Josh Roush's behind the scenes documentary.
Oh, yes, that's right. That is going to be great. Well, Magnum Opus was a hell of a lot of fun.
Oh, Magnum Opus to me will go down as one of the best making ofs of all time, because
we're going to get one for Clerks 3. I'm super excited.
Oh yeah, I when I tell you I'm a film geek, I used to collect the DVDs just for those behind the scenes documentaries.
That's awesome.
And when I watched Magnum Opus for the first time, I was like, this is one of the ones that if I was in middle school when this came out, or even younger, if I had seen this, I would have become a filmmaker from it. So,
well, you kind of are a filmmaker now, so.
Well, I know, but like it would have spurred it even earlier. But,
okay, let's not ever use that word here again, please. Thank you very much.
What?
Spurted. No, we're never going to do
it. Spurred. Not spurred. I didn't say spurted. I said spurred.
Where's your mind, man?
Yeah,
you need more.
Somebody.
I made a petition for. Wait a minute, hold on. I made a petition for Magnum Opus to be on DVD. Oh boy, do I have some news for you!
Congratulations! It worked.
It worked, man.
You are
it's up here.
Fucking genius. That's right.
All right, Facebook Junior.
Hold on. Let me show you how smart you are.
Yes.
Let me show you how smart you are.
That's
your petition worked there, dude.
Christopher Hewitt, the Secret Stash made its debut in many of Jay Muse's Twitch streams this past summer. So, yeah, a year ago, Jay had us on Twitch. So, not only hey, Facebook user, not only is this here, it's signed by Kevin Smith and Dr. Josh Roush.
So, pick them up all supplies.
Joshua Roush.
I always feel like we should be clapping when we say Dr. Josh Roush, because Kevin always does that beautiful intro when he's in the store and everyone claps. So
he's got his doctorate in photography.
Let's clap for Dr. Josh Roush. Thank you.
I would clap a lot louder if I were you folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, these are on back order now.
Yeah, can't get them. You can only get them here at the stash.
Well, they may have some.
Okay, well, sorry about that.
What's one of your favorite Askew Easter eggs? Both of you.
Favorite Askew Easter eggs? I was a big fan of Gil Hicks. Gil Hicks was I liked seeing Brian
back with the mustache.
Yes, and it was actually kind of funny because just the way that Brody was beating the shit out of him, so which made me kind of sad because I like Brian a lot. I'm like, oh,
no, not Brian.
Yeah, why are you making fun of Brian O'Halloran? I like him. So that's one of them. Just a lot of. You'll see some stuff in Clerks 3 that I really dig. Clerks 2 had a bunch of stuff that was really, really cool. A lot of Mallrats stuff, and the fact that, didn't Kevin presage Monmouth University? It wasn't a university when he called it Monmouth University.
Oh, maybe.
I think so.
Did he really?
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow.
So.
He gave them their name.
Yeah. Smartly.
The one that I guess is my favorite is just the one that I actually, because I'm unlike my husband who can quote movie lines, things he's seen when he was 5 years old. He never misses an Easter egg. I get a little caught up in the actual stuff that's going on, and I miss a lot, so I have to go back and watch it a couple times. But I did catch, and it was the courtroom scene where one of the jurors or one of the panelists was Hammond. And I did. So I don't know, for those of you who are familiar with the View Askew universe, we have, one of the several people who kind of make sure that we have a world to revel in is Carol Hammond. She works out here on the East Coast. And it was, I saw her name on the placard. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I bet you that's a call out to Carol.
Gotcha, yeah.
And he's like, yes, that is exactly what that is.
That's exactly.
But I was like super, super psyched that I actually saw it and like I was tuned into it. So
that's
yes.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, just to throw that out there, my brother was invited to Richard Lewis's birthday party by Jamie Lee Curtis in whatever that show that they did was. All About You, or what they did a sitcom together, Richard Lewis and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, back in the late '80s. And my brother Bill was invited.
I don't feel like looking it up, so someone in the comments let us know. Someone
that's
probably
pretty much
knows.
what I said. It wasn't like Mad About You. It was something.
Fact checker out there who's going to help.
Actually, we used to. Oh man,
We had a fact checker?
Muse's bus driver. Yeah, he was. I love Muse's bus driver. That was awesome.
Okay.
Ooh, this one's a cool one in the comments. Kyle Andrews, I had fun talking to Morse Day a few years back and having him sign my Strike Back DVD cover alongside Jason, Jeff, and Brian. He said he loved doing the movie.
Oh, I have no doubt. He seems like such a cool guy. I would love to hang out with him. Hey, Morris, if you're listening, come on down to the Secret Stash.
Do a pop-up concert.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be great.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Actually, that'd be so cool. Oh man.
So, are we all in for the Clerks 3 screening here?
Oh hell yeah! Oh
Okay,
yeah!
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that.
We should organize a little something. I bet something's already in the works.
I have no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
We could probably organize like a dinner or something, but that's beside a potluck dinner.
Exactly.
And I'm going to rent out the Elks Lodge, and we'll do a potluck dinner for the View Askew universe.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for everyone.
The hell I
that
will.
comes.
Are you kidding? Chefs show off, honey. We're you know me. I'm a braggart. So yeah.
It's true.
So just to get off topic, and it's Clerks 3 Day, but a View Askew alumni, Ming Chen and Mike Zapsik, a shared universe got some great press in the Two River Times the other day.
It did.
And just
talking about podcasting. Podcasting is not going anywhere.
Nope. And and we just made Below the Fold, so it's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Congrats,
Two River Times.
Thanks.
Yeah,
hey, congrats to you too, because you're one of our key employees. So.
I appreciate that.
Exactly.
So that was pretty cool. What else we got?
It's just funny. I thought it was really great. I saw Legion M. For any of you who are familiar with Legion M, it is a fan. It's a
fan production company.
Yeah, it's a fan production company, right? And anyone can buy shares when they have rounds of funding.
You can.
And they have like a bunch of fan generated, fan sponsored. Kevin's been doing stuff on
there are different generations of fan the stocks though. So
there are. You could read all about that. I don't know anything about that, but anyway, we were early investors, and so. But Kevin's doing a Hall H thing with
William Shatner.
I'm like Captain Kirk. No, brain son. Yes, with
my second favorite captain now.
T.J. Hooker, William Shatner. And I thought that was going to be. I mean, for anyone who's there at SDCC and is able to go and see that, I'm sure that's going to be amazing. It just, you know what, the idea of walking on the floor of San Diego Comic-Con and just being in that crush of the crowd, like it's not my thing, but I do enjoy tuning in and seeing all the cool stuff happening.
Oh, yeah.
Online, and it does
Without
look
a
like
doubt.
it's going to be outrageous this year. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Is this the first one back? Or was there one last year?
I think there was a trunicated one last year. I know that.
Yeah.
Well,
somebody Jeppy's pal from Diamond was saying that they
were they out there last year?
Well, they were supposed to have a big 50th anniversary.
Oh, that's
and that
right.
had to be put the kibosh on because of COVID.
Yes.
And then they were going to do something a little hybridized, and that didn't work out. So yeah, you might be right, Christian. This might be the first
one back.
They're back. Yeah. Like full. Well, they had an anime con. SDCC.
Yeah, not CDC.
CDC, everyone's infected.
Oh God,
we're all dead.
And then Movies is going to be there. They're doing another Tin Roof Movies pop up, which was just hugely successful down in Orlando. So I'm sure that they're doing gangbusters there. That's always a lot of fun.
Oh man,
Christian's pulling.
I miss those. I missed that movie pop up. It was so much fun. I spent hours. So if you got the food, I spent hours stamping those.
You did
the fry things.
You did.
I rolled through. I literally was like, I will help, and they're like, cool. And they just handed me a stack of those fry things, and were like, stamp. That's what you got to do.
I know. I remember because we had to work it, and I remember going in and just feeling so bad for you. I'm like, Christian, can I do anything for you?
And meanwhile, I was smiling. I was like, I'm good, man.
I'm happy. And I'm like, you won't be by about 15.
Did you get some? They hook you up with some hater tots? Yeah, good.
I got some eats.
Yeah, the last time they were in town, Michael got some and brought it home one night, and I was prepared for it to be okay.
McDonald's,
okay. And we were sitting around. It actually is really good. Really, really good. Even having it packed up and brought in a car and not heated up or anything and just out of the bag.
It was pretty damn good.
Yeah, really good.
Tasty as hell.
Yep. And you can get it delivered through Goldbelly.
Goldbelly.
I was really surprised too. But I have used Goldbelly before, and they do a great job.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Where it's like you could still order it? I thought that was like a limited thing.
I'm pretty sure you can still get it.
I saw it pretty recently, and I've seen it on and off. So if they only do it occasionally, it seems like that they do it.
Oh, it is
occasionally.
It's permanent.
Oh, is it permanent? Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's if anyone has never ordered from Goldbelly before, and you're like, oh, I don't know, what if it gets here? And they do a really great job.
Because they were vegan burgers, no?
There are some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have a vegan option. Yeah.
Because I think I had one of the vegan options, and I couldn't tell.
Very good.
Yeah.
Like I said, all the stuff was good. And what else do we have? We had the chicken. Did we have a chicken
sandwich?
We
had the cock smoker.
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
It was delicious. The hot sauce that they were using was good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Oh my gosh! Look, our package has been delivered. I wonder what could have been delivered.
All right. We've got a couple things we got to do before we sign off, and we're doing a slightly tempered one
kind of
today.
All over the place today.
We are a little all over the place, but oh my goodness, Julia!
Oh,
guess what?
Look what came.
What would that happen to be?
So,
too bad this isn't like Captain Kangaroo.
Folks,
look what Mister Mailman brought us. It's like,
we'll
and here, let me pretend to cut this open.
You want to hold up? You want to grab one of the? You want to go to the Secret Stash Stuff site and get a picture of. So we turned the logo. If any of you noticed, for Pride Month, we had Sarah Bellicose here took our logo and transformed it in support for the month of June.
Mm-hmm.
So we took that design. People were so delighted that we took that and we made stickers out of it. And we also have pins coming. So really nice pins. Yeah. So the pins are expected sometime this week. We have the stickers in the store. We've gotten a little creative recently. So not only did we have that, and
I'm digging it.
Yeah. So but we also have new stash bumper stickers.
That's awesome.
Which one do you have?
Mine is bigger than yours.
Yeah, the mine is bigger than yours. We've got Jay and Silent Bob 420 in 24.
I need that for my car ASAP.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And then we've got Follow Me to the World's Most Famous comic book store.
So
I love these. These are dope.
Yeah, aren't they cool? We're going to be doing 3 sets of 3.
I love
so there'll be 9 total. 9 new
I saw
ones
from
total.
a distance. I thought they were stars. They are in fact pot leaves. I love it.
No, they did a great job. They
Yeah,
did a
so
great job.
these are available at Jane Bob's Stuff. What's the Secret Stash Stuff.
Secret-square.site.
Yeah, there you go.
Secret Stash stuff, and they're also
So-
obviously available in the store.
Sorry,
so.
yeah, the manager knows his goddamn
He knows his
website.
stuff.
He knows
Well,
his
no,
stuff.
I know to send you to Jay and Bob, jayandsilentbob.com, the world's most famous comic book store website.
And for those of you who can't make it in, as soon as the pins come in, the stickers are already available on the website. You can go check it out. And the Pride pin stickers, Pride pins will be in, I think, sometime either later this week or early next week.
Sure.
We'll be putting them up as well.
Yes, we will.
And the bumper stickers will be up later too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick five.
Yeah,
Quick top five. All
You're
right.
going to talk nerdy to me?
I'm going to talk nerdy to you, buddy.
Let's-
Actually, we're going to put this on hold because we've got
Make fun of me.
No, next week. I wasn't going to make fun.
I was just prepping, okay?
No making fun of Christian. We're going to be talking Batman 66 next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yes. So here we have The Closet, number 2. Now, if you remember, Closet number 1 was the setup. A guy he's moving cross country with his family. His son is afraid of the closet, like most kids. But this kid's got a reason to be afraid of the closet. And the father's like, this is all crap. My son's just got an overactive imagination. No, he really doesn't. So this is really good follow-up on issue 1. James Tynion IV. What can I say? The guy's amazing. He's an animal. And he and Cullen Bunn are keeping the comic book world afloat. I think they're the only 2 writers out there, except for this guy, Jason Aaron, who this is Avengers Forever number 7, and this is really, really cool. Jason Aaron did he did one of my favorite series that I absolutely adored, which was Southern Bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic book. If you ever get a chance, read it.
So what is this storyline of
Avengers Forever is there are time lost Avengers who are going around. You've got Tony Stark as Ant-Man, you've got Deathlock, and you've got Ghost Rider, but he's he's not Ghost Rider. He's got a different name. I forget what the hell it is right now, but I'm sorry.
It's not Robbie.
Yeah, it's Robbie Reyes as
Robbie Reyes?
It's Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider, but it's not Ghost Rider. He's whoever gives a rat's ass.
Yeah.
So it's
You having a little aphasia today,
I am
baby?
Yes,
Yeah?
I am. I'm having a stroke. So
Today's word of the day, aphasia.
turns out
Zap's
aphasia.
got
Yes.
it. Yes, aphasia. Zap's
Turns
got
out that there's a prison full of Steve Rogers'
Whoa.
a whole prison of Steve Rogers,
it. Oh.
and if they try to escape, they get knocked on their ass
Oh, that's
and they get thrown back into their cells, and it takes them a little while. It takes them, let me see, day 39?
Oof.
Or is that day 33? Day 33, they all work as a team to get past the door. And it turns out that that's all they needed.
Oh, okay.
To get past the door?
No, well, that was step 1.
Oh, working together.
Working together to get past the door. And it turns out that they're being recruited, which I think is really, really
Putting
cool.
together a team.
Yes.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh.
All right. Behemoth, number 1.
Number 1.
From Black Caravan, which is a Scout Comics imprint. This is by Chris Kipniak and J.K. Woodward. This was pretty cool. Turns out that there's this girl who gets into an argument with her mother. Mother calls the cops and immediately regrets it, and then the cops come. Turns out they're not really cops. They're from the government, and they take her daughter because her daughter is starting to change. And they don't know why it happens. There is no cure, but
Change into the
behemoth.
And
the behemoth is the name of the again, they're people building armies. They're building an army of children who are turning into monsters.
Ooh.
Nice.
What is it? Yeah. Okay.
I like that. I like the title too. I like how just how dark it is, because it's like, okay, behemoth, kids turn to monsters.
Yes.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah, that's all you had to say. All right, Dark Crisis number 2.
Okay.
So Dark Crisis number 2. Here we have, this is actually really, I don't think that was me.
No.
Turns
Christians.
out
Very popular.
that after the death of the Justice League, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, John Stewart, Green Lantern, Black Canary, Green Arrow, Jonathan Kent, Superman 2, if you will. Superman, see what I did with that? He decides to put together his own Justice League. But he's not quite the charismatic leader that his father is, so most of the remaining heroes of the world turn to Dick Grayson, Nightwing. And who knows this?
One of your personal favorites.
Yes, very much so. Who knows this? Deathstroke. Slade Wilson knows that everyone's going to turn to Dick Grayson when there's a power vacuum, they're going to go to him, and he's going to be the leader that everybody needs. So Deathstroke decides that it's time to kick Dick Grayson's ass. So the entire world, not just, he doesn't want to kill him, because killing him will make him a martyr.
Publicly kick his ass.
He wants to publicly kick his ass.
He wants to humiliate him.
Yeah,
so
and he wants to
can show his
humiliate him.
dominance.
Exactly. And yeah, then he's going to pee on him. And it said so right inside. I don't
Jesus.
know. But
I get why he's not quite as liked as his dad.
doesn't really who that was Deathstroke. Deathstroke's dad. Who cares about Deathstroke's dad?
Can I show the picture?
What picture?
Cast picture.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can I?
Well, hold on. Can I?
No,
You
go
go
ahead,
get him.
finish.
All
I
right.
got it.
But can I finish? Top 5.
All right,
Top
what's
5.
this last one?
This last one is Batman 125. Chip Zdarsky is jumping in here
Ooh.
with
I like the look of this book.
Jorge Jimenez. This is a beautiful looking book. It's and it's got Batman. Batman, old school. He's no longer a billionaire. Bruce Wayne doesn't have the money that he used to.
Ooh.
He doesn't have Alfred. He's got the cape, but he doesn't have a lot of the accoutrements that Batman needs.
Is this kind of like a later in the
Not
game?
needs, had.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is later in the game. Alfred's dead. And so we've got Batman returning to his roots as a detective. So there's someone out there killing the silver spoons in Gotham. And Batman figures it out in about 7 seconds.
Silver spoons just because I'm stupid. The rich people.
Yes, rich people. I thought Ricky Schroeder. Yes,
Okay.
Ricky Schroeder is one of the people who was murdered in this
Okay.
book. Ricky Schroeder and Joel Gray. Yes, you may. It's a fantastic book. I love the cover. In it, we're going to see a kind of a twist. And it's actually, this is really cool. It's a new direction for Batman, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. So
All right.
that's the Secret Stash Top 5 for you this week, July 6th. It's the 6th, right? July 6th, 2022.
Yep.
All right, Julia's got something to show you people out there.
It's pretty awesome.
This is.
Ta-da!
Ooh.
Yes.
We are
how about I hold this up
we are
for you?
mere hours away from getting every single person in that photo's signature on these prints. And when we do, later this week, we will be putting them up for sale.
Yeah, they'll be on our website, and they will also be on jandsilentbob.com.
Yeah, they will.
So they'll be at Secret Stash stuff, and they will also be on jandsilentbob.com.
That's right.
So,
Every single person who was part of the Clerks cast photo for the bash. For
yes.
the celebration bash.
Clerks 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. Will be have signned or are going to be signing. I think we've got Belly and Jane coming in today.
Yeah,
and
we don't have
you.
to. You know,
That's it.
yeah,
That's
you
right.
didn't have to.
That's
Now
okay.
somebody's going to try to run them off the road.
We'll provide security for them.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm the Stash's private security.
All right, good deal.
Exactly.
Love it.
Yes, Bill,
yes.
you do need that print because it's amazing. I may try and steal that later.
This is beautiful. This is
That
a
is
gorgeous
so
print.
dope.
Look at that. And yeah, this is just such a fantastic piece of merchandise.
Photography by the amazing Dr. Josh Roush. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Another Josh Roush. masterpiece.
Well, I mean, there's
So
only
dope.
one Josh Roush, so
Well,
Very
you know.
true. So dope. That's awesome. And then that goes up sometime at the end of this week.
End of this week, yes.
yeah, as soon as we get it, we have like three more signatures to get, but they're all local, so we think we'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
knock that
No,
out of the
not
park.
think. We know we're going to be able to do that.
All right.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Nice bit of merchandising there.
little
honey.
segue.
I like it.
Well,
I like
you
it.
know,
So I wanted to talk about this a little bit.
Let's
So-
talk about this.
Ooh.
So you handed me this book.
Yes.
What does this book mean to you?
This is, we talked about this early on in Live from the Secret Stash. This was the vampire book that I learned most of my vampire lore from. Let's be honest, what was real and what was not real about vampires. There's a shit ton that's not real about vampires. And there are some like real life vampires that they talk about in here, like Elizabeth Bathory and that dude in Germany, in Dusseldorf, Peter Kuchin, I think his name is. So they talk about them, but they talk about how every culture has a lore about the undead.
Mhm.
And for me, that's like, it's mythic and it's iconic. And this is what gave me my love for vampires back in the day. So this is from 1974. So let's figure I got this in 1975. I was 5. I was 7 years old
Oh wow.
because I read this in the summertime. So I was 7 years old reading this book.
And this was your how-to guide for vampires.
If any vampire came within 100 miles of my house, I was ready
you were
to deal with
prepared.
them. I was ready to deal with them.
You
'Cause
had
I never romanticized vampires. I never thought that, oh wow, it'd be really cool to be a vampire. I was always like, it'd be really cool to be Van Helsing. That's just me. I think it'd be much cooler. And this gave me like a basis for
I mean, when
me to
you
go in and study stuff.
I mean, when you got Chris Lee on the cover,
Oh, he's amazing, isn't he?
like you're already on the right track.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, this was I got to find this pose, but Mike Grell used this pose in a Batman comic. It was a detective, I believe.
Ooh,
Like Batman rammed a stake through a vampire's heart,
of course it
or
does.
his chest cavity where the heart should be.
Mhm.
Didn't kill him. Vampire laughed at him, but he used that picture.
Ooh.
So there he is with this big thing sticking out of his chest, and he looks at Batman and starts to laugh because he had transplanted his heart someplace else.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Really weird, but I mean, he's a vampire, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Everyone wanted to be a vampire
Yeah.
when the Lost Boys dropped. I'm like, I didn't want to be a
Sorry,
vampire.
Roland. We said that this cast picture is for the people who were here. Rosaria Dawson, unfortunately, was not here.
Mhm.
I
It's
know it
not
was
everybody who's in Clerks, Clerks 2, and Clerks 3.
Yeah,
it's
only
everybody
those
who
who
was
make it.
here
She's got a good excuse though.
from Clerks 1, Clerks
Yeah,
2, and
she
Clerks 3.
does.
She was in Tunisia.
She's being Ahsoka.
She's being Ahsoka.
So if there was ever a reason for her to not be there, that's pretty valid. one.
Yes.
So, but yeah. Oh man.
And I never, for the record, I never wanted to be a vampire when the Lost Boys dropped.
It
Sorry,
made it.
James.
It made it look annoying.
Did you
Yeah.
ever want to be a vampire?
No,
No.
I never wanted to be a vampire. Like
I never got the whole vampire cult thing.
No, but you
yeah.
were a vampire fan.
Oh,
when we
Oh,
first
yeah.
met.
of like the storytelling, the
Sure.
legends. I mean, it's kind of fascinating psychologically.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's definitely my kind of horror. I'm not a horror person, but that's like my kind of horror. Things out there in the dark that are lurking, you know.
But you weren't
Yeah.
7 when you first decided
Well-
that you wanted to be a vampire fan.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I taught myself
You-
to read
Yeah, you read.
Animal Farm when I was 5.
Yeah, you
so
were-
I could have actually.
what
yeah,
a first book!
yeah.
I know.
Holy
Yeah,
crap!
she
I
picked
walked
an
up-
easy
yeah,
one.
I walked up to because my mom was an English major in college, and she had thousands and thousands of books, and you know, I was kind of I mean, she read to me, which I appreciated, but I kind of was growing bored of the Cat in the Hat and stuff like that. So I kept asking her to read me something off of her shelf, and she's like, no, you're too young, you're too young. So and I couldn't read, so I'm like, fuck this shit, right? I'm gonna teach myself to read so I can read all the stuff she's not reading
I'm
to
gonna
me.
read this book,
So
Animal Farm.
and then as a
Eat
little
it, Ma.
as a 5-year-old, like I'm looking at the shelf and I'm like, Pride and Prejudice and this and that. I'm like Animal
Yeah.
Farm. I'm like, oh, that seems like a good place to start. So then I go to
I
her.
like animals. I like farms.
I go to
Yeah.
her like a day or two later, and I'm like, the pigs aren't really pigs in this story, are they?
No.
And this doesn't really mean this. And she's like, oh my God, you read that? And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, that's called allegory and anthropomorphism. And so, you know what?
Word of the week.
God damn it, no.
I did not throw out a word of the week last time, so now
You
folks
got
are getting
two.
two words of the
Three.
week.
And aphasia.
And aphasia, that's right.
You-
We led with
the aphasia was the
which
freebie.
I feel like I'm suffering from right
You
now.
are.
But anyway, yes, it was.
That's wild.
Yes. I'm not sure, but I never wanted to be a vampire.
No.
Like, yeah.
Ryan,
No.
Never went out
Ryan,
and bought the fake teeth and
no,
hung
here you go.
out.
Yeah,
Someone
no, there
in
are
the-
people who
Stuff
did.
like that,
someone in
so-
the comments just put it expertly. It's better to be the Ghostbusters than the ghost.
Damn straight. Yeah.
Facts.
This is true. This is true.
Wait, any book is a kid's book if the kid can read.
That's true.
This
Yeah.
is true. This is true.
That's very true.
That's not
Uh,
not wrong.
True, that is
And
true.
Aaron Pearson, you want to pull up Aaron's?
Aaron's. Another little known fact regarding Lost Boys: no one wanted to be a sax player after seeing that.
Yeah, because you thought you'd have to wear a dog collar
Oh God, no!
Yeah. and get greased up every day. Although, that's
Where was Lost Boys set?
It was in
Was Cali?
it was California. Santa Clara.
Yeah, it just
It was
made
Santa
me,
Clara.
It just made me not want to ever go to California because I was like, oh, that's
Murder
where
capital of the
that's-
world?
That's
Yeah.
that's where the annoying vampires live.
I think it was Santa Clara.
I think
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Lost Boys in years.
I know it was the murder capital of the world, but
Yeah,
it was,
I want to see the Lost Boys today. We're gonna put the Lost Boys up. Can
No.
we do that? No, it's a
No.
little too. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to be careful.
Oh, we
Put it
can
on the
maybe.
big
I don't
screen.
know.
I mean, you learned
Yeah.
about vampires at 5. Why can't these new kids?
Exactly. Why can't
You don't want them to
Kiefer
learn about
Sutherland-
those
Because I'm
vampires.
mentally scarred. Yeah, and then, mommy, I want to be a saxophone player.
So wait,
I'm taking you right down to the shrink.
you said that there were some things in this book that are like common misconceptions about vampires.
Oh, yeah.
What are like 2 or 3?
Oh, you mean like just the lore of vampires?
Like what is something that most people commonly assume about vampires that you laugh and you're like, that ain't right.
Well, I mean, some people think that they can fly and turn into mist, and it's not true. They're just.
They can't turn into a bat.
You've tried and
Yeah, I know.
it doesn't work. Yes.
I know. Ever since I was bitten at the age of 7. No,
Damn you, Andrew.
yeah. There's so many things that. What did Andrew say?
European vampires are always especially better, especially Sicilian.
I love you, Andrew.
You're getting
I want
blocked.
you to know that you're the best. Oh, that is fantastic. Well done. Well played, Andrew.
Well played, man.
Yes.
Well played.
Especially the
And for
Sicilian.
anyone who doesn't
They've got a
understand-
thicker crust, is what it is.
Yes. Andrew's comment. You should look up Sicilian.
Is the
vampire.
garlic thing true?
Garlic is true. It's from what I understand, garlic was a lot different back in the day, even like 300 years ago. Garlic could ward off just about anyone, but especially vampires. Garlic was a lot stinkier back in the day, a lot more pungent. Wild garlic. There are a couple things that other people don't know is that a wild red rose can ward off a vampire as well.
A wild red rose.
Wild
Red rose can ward off. Red
Really?
roses can ward off vampires. That's why flowers on graves, especially red roses.
Really?
Yes,
Whoa.
ma'am. Yeah. Also, here's
Here's like, shh, where do I get some wild red
But
roses?
hey, listen. The best cover now for a vampire hunting shop is a flower shop.
yeah.
Just cover it in white. Just cover
Here's
it in
what's
roses.
messed up. They said that vampires are OCD. So if you scatter a bag of rice outside of a vampire's grave, he has to stop and count every grain. No lie. He has to count every grain. And if you dump enough rice, then
they have to stay there
they'll
until the
stay there
sun
until the
comes
sun
up
comes up
and
and
then
they die.
fire.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
Yeah.
That's
That's-
crazy.
But that's especially for Chinese vampires, and I don't know why. And vampires stink of the grave. They've got that stanky old moldy breath.
Mhm.
And Chinese vampires have grave moss on them, so
Ooh.
they glow green.
Oh,
Ooh,
Andrew wants
Yeah.
to know if the invite me in trope is covered in there. Like, do vampires truly have to be invited into your house, or can they just like walk?
Yes,
in and
actually,
stay on the place?
they do have to be invited in, from what I understand. It's just common because hearth and home, that was like the lintel And if you take a look at doors, like especially, what do they call those doors, honey? It's got a Bible and a cross on it. It's just a like.
Bible and a cross.
Yeah, if you know the door style that I'm talking about.
Is it
It's
arched
like
kind of?
no, it's a square door, but it's got a crucifix here and a book up top. Weird, right? Next time you go past somebody's house, you're gonna see it's gonna be a Bible and a cross.
Oh,
And you're gonna be like, "Holy shit!" Sapsik told me about that.
word.
And that's to ward off the vampires.
Yeah.
Speaking of warding, can bad saxophone playing ward off vampires?
It did in Lost Boys, but other than that, I'm not sure. And I believe that Sad Sack comics are no guard against vampires either.
Elaine says, now I want a Dracula Little Shop of Horrors crossover. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Write it, Elaine. You write it. And we'll read it.
Just a mean green vampire, not a space. No.
Christian will
It's
write
Yeah,
not
no, I'll
true.
write. I'll write the
You'll
music. I
write the
got
Brian
you.
Carey, it's not true.
What?
If vampires have a warrant, they can walk right into your home. It's not true. No, I'm sorry. They have.
They
So
don't have a
even if a
no-knock warrant. They don't have a no-knock
Yeah,
warrant.
there's no such
passed?
thing as a
Okay.
no-knock warrant from a vampire.
So if somehow if you're a cop and become a vampire, you're just screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Mark Lamb says
You have to
he
go to
wants
the
read
vampire
it.
judge, and
Yeah,
hey,
I think
vampire
you have
judge.
to go to like Alibris or Abe Books or online.
I got this
bookseller,
from
right?
eBay,
Oh,
and it's by
eBay?
Nancy Garden.
Nancy Garden.
It's meant for like young adult readers, but I was way ahead of my curve.
Yeah.
So
But it's out there. It's to be found.
yes, it is to be found. So Christian, I want you to read this. This is your new thing, but we're going to talk about Batman next week.
I know. I want to get
You have
I
to-
want to get the Batmobile here. Is that in storage?
I have it.
You have it?
Yeah.
Bring it here. It goes on the desk for next week.
You
All
got
right.
But do I got some thoughts?
it. All right, very cool. All right, good deal, man.
Sounds good.
All
right,
is
guys.
this the end?
This
I
is
think
the end, my friend.
This is the end.
My only friend, the end.
My only friend, the end. Yes.
I know it always makes you sad, but
It does, but
there's always next week.
There is always next week.
There's
This
always
was
next week.
this was so much fun, guys. Thank you for joining us and tuning in to another episode of Live from the Secret
Absolutely.
Stash.
And we'll enjoy reading and sharing and talking back and forth about everyone's reaction to
Clerks 3 trailer.
Clerks 3 trailer dropping in 1 hour and 13 minutes.
So yeah. All right, people. Have a good day.
All right.
Take care.